Period. Your girl got an 88% on her course. It was my introductory course to cybersecurity, y'all. Let me tell y'all, this is so important. This is one, right? You still gotta stick with it, right? You still gotta produce. Yeah, I get it. But let me tell y'all why this is important for me. One, because I didn't really think that if I did not, well, let me start over. I deeply love education and I want to go to college, but when I was younger, and this is absolutely my parents' fault. And that's the reason why I say I love them down. But I had just had a baby and my parents were like, their whole thing was they didn't want me to quit. So they're like, you either need to go into the military, my parents are military, or you need to go to college, you need to get an education. And I was so depressed and my household was so toxic. Like my parents were like, why don't you try, this is not gonna work. Now look at that. Why don't you try, I'll come down, go into community college. Well, nobody wants to go to community. Y'all are sending me away and y'all are saying like, go, this is an option for me to leave this toxic environment. The only thing that I hated about it was obviously me leaving my son, but I just wanted out so bad. Like I just felt miserable. Like I did not want to be there. I was harming myself daily. It was to the point where it was like, I have my tattoos covering stuff. 1, 2, 3. Like I have them on my ankles, on my legs. This right here is from me cutting myself. I don't know if YouTube. This right here, like I did not want to be here, y'all. Like I didn't want to be here. People are like, oh, you're so cool, your personality. Yeah, it's because like I had to learn how to like relax. Like I had PTSD like a bitch. So now it's like, especially people commenting on stuff on here or the shit that I go through now, like even in my relationships and shit, like my ex, that shit broke me down. But I had to really think about like, bitch, you came from some shit. Like the fuck really going on? Like you really like, you bossed up. Like you really came from some stuff. Like most people can never say, especially in the area that I live in, like it's real one way, real uniform, real, yeah. But anyways, long story short, my parents like, you had to figure out something. I was not ready mentally, emotionally. I needed to stay in the house for another year, at least be with my son for a year, but also regulate my emotions for that year because, you know, the first year of pregnancy, that's like when your hormones and stuff are the highest, but specifically because I was 17. So my hormones were changing so much. Later on in life, I found out that we had thyroid issues in our family, and I got diagnosed with thyroiditis, which is just the inflammation of your thyroid. When my thyroid gets swollen and inflamed, I feel really low energy, feel very, very lethargic. I can't eat. My metabolism, it's almost like my metabolism speeds up so much that everything just shuts down. Like I can't eat. I don't want to eat. It's actually painful, like my stomach. It makes me feel like throwing up, having to actually chew, swallow, and break food down. Like I hate it for myself. But we've learned to keep that, myself regulated, drinking lots and lots of water, continuously drinking water, and then changing up my diets and the things and the foods that I eat, and eating a lot more greens. There was a period before I had my daughter, because I knew at that time, you know, I had thyroid issues, that I was like vegan, fake vegan. It was a fake vegan thing that started out being fake vegan, but then it went into like, I really like this. It started with my job. They would always be bringing food to the office and they would be so offended if you didn't eat their food. Well, I don't eat everybody's meat. I don't eat everybody's like pastas. I don't eat everybody's stuff. So it got to the point that they, you know, white folk be so offended. Black folk be bringing Tupperware and saying, listen, if you don't want, I'll take it home and feed it to my kids. It's fine. White folk, they so offended. You don't want my casserole? Y'all white folk, don't get offended in the comments now. I'm just saying what I know. I'm saying what I've gone through in my office experience. People be upset, child. They be bringing bags of foods and candy. And, you don't want to try my pumpkin spice vanilla bean creamer? No, bitch. I'm not a pumpkin spice motherfucker. I'm a sweet potato pie motherfucker. I'm a sweet potato pie bitch. Period. I'm a sweet potato pie bitch. Y'all make some sweet potato pie flavored stuff, and I'm all up in it. I do like the cranberry. So I like the fall season for that. Sorry, y'all. My dad is coming over to my house this morning. and I will be at work. So I know his nosy ass and love him down. Love my daddy down. He's my favorite man in the whole entire world. But he always be trying to like play me a little bit. Speaking of going back to my parents, and when I say that, he just be on me like, hey Ray, you know, your house look good, you can take out the trash though, and it just be like, you a hater for real. But it's cool, like I'm used to that. It's very toxic. I've now realized that those are the people that I go after, people who are really insecure and they be hating on me low-key, and I need to just change that up because I'm always miserable and depressed, and I'm like, I'm such a good friend and I'm such a good person around this person. This is friendship too, I'm not just talking about like relationship. But it's like I'm such a good person, but I'm getting so much negativity, or they're not investing in me and I'm investing so much into them. Like, why am I doing that? Fuck that shit. So, but yeah, they didn't give me that opportunity because they were kind of mad at me too. I'm not kind of, they were really upset with me. I mean, now the story can be what the story is because we're all grown and life is moved on, and my son is now 17. So it's like all of this is just stories, and I wish that we could have just kept that perspective. Sorry, y'all. Okay, she was looking like a baller. Okay, with the robe and the chain. You know, who's trying to be my baller? Who's trying to be my baller daddy? Who's trying to be my baller bae? I'm trying to be my own baller bae. What's up? Gotta get the story out, girl. You just be doing too much. That's why I can't have a podcast. Everybody's like, you have the best voice ever. I'm like, yeah, but the attention span, sis. Appreciate it. But it was never about the voice. Never about the talent. The talent is going to be talenting. But the ADHD is going to be ADHDing. So let me try to get back to the story. Point blank period is, let me lift y'all up. I'm scared to hit the button because I really don't want to edit no videos. My job is like so strict. You can't have your phone out. Child, they said we couldn't eat. So as y'all know, if y'all been watching, like my teeth have been giving me so much problems. So I had to go back on my antibiotic, and I took an antibiotic and a Motrin. And okay, I wasn't planning on eating on the job, but I had did something, bit down. My dentist or the person who took my teeth out, she was like, you grind your teeth. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. All right, Moo Moo, mommy's about to make your bread. I'm like, that's not good. But I did something, and when I did it, my whole body just, you know how like when the pain hits and you just can't do nothing else but just like it just took my breath away type shit. So at that point, and I was in pain, and it stayed there for like 2 minutes. Drink lots of water. It wasn't like it just hit and it went away. So at that point, low key, slow key, I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like in the bathroom trying not to cry. Like the pain, it wasn't even like I'm gonna break down. Oh, it was like the pain shocked me so bad. My nose started running instantly, and my eye, like when you get like a nose piercing, instantly. Okay, y'all don't be judging my freezer. I got too many haters in the world. Don't be one. I already got too many. Don't be one. Don't be one. Don't be one. That's all I'm gonna say. Do y'all air fry y'all bread? Thankfully, my air fryer has the reheat option. Child, I used to do reheat, and that's how the bread turns out. How the bread turns out, how it would be if it was in the oven. But child, for a little bit, I was going insane a little bit, and I was just putting air fry, and I was trying to figure out. I'm like, why is it a different brand? Yeah, it took me 11 days. Okay. 11 days to figure out my baby bread keep getting burnt up because I'm putting it on the wrong setting. 11 days, like insane. Oh, these are cute earrings too. She stayed with a stud. I'm probably gonna wear these today. Stay with a stud. Either way, so yeah, according to my parents. I had to do those options. I got freaked out. I got overwhelmed. And you know, if you try something multiple times and you keep failing, it just puts a bad taste in your mouth. You keep going into the wrong relationships over and over again. You start to get scared and now you don't want to date. You start going into, you know, the wrong jobs over and over again. When you show up to work or you have the idea of work, it's just automatically going to make you feel some type of way. That's just how life is. And I felt like that was like the plan. Y'all know I'm a spiritual girly. Where her crystals at? Where her crystals? My other crystals are in my daughter's room. But where her crystals at? Where her crystals at? Yeah, I need to do my nails. And they will be done. My daughter's birthday party is on Saturday, which that's a whole nother thing. It was really starting to piss me off. Because Black people do not know how to RSVP. Granted, what I should have did is waited. I should have passed out the invitations this beginning of this week and said, hey, you guys think you can RSVP and put everything out? But I did it like 2 weeks ago. And I was just so excited. Me just rushing shit like I always do. So the good thing about it is I work at the place where my daughter wants to invite all of her people. So like I'm constantly like, hey, you know, are you gonna attend, blah, 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 blah. So just recently, 2 parents yesterday, one of the people that, if this little boy came and he was the only little boy that came, it would be good for her. Like, she would be okay with that. His mom gonna tell me, this her bestie / boyfriend. I'm not advocating it. I am a teacher and I observe things, but also as a teacher, autonomy and how children relate to each other is a part of watching them grow. Again, I don't advocate nothing crazy or weird. However, in karma, it doesn't cross the line. And I feel like, okay, at least it doesn't cross the line. And that's me and my reasoning. Lord, help me when she get older, because I'm going to be the mom that's like, okay, he is a senior, you are a sophomore, but no, I'm kidding. I'm not. I swear, you guys, I'm not. I'm just laughing because my mom did that to me, even with wearing makeup. My dad was like, she does not need to wear makeup. My dad's like, okay, honey. When you have those okay, baby conversations, child, that was my childhood. And then my mom came back, yeah, I should listen to your dad. So I learned from my own mistakes that I will be, you know, that middle. But the boy's mom gonna tell me, oh, well, I'm going out of town, which everybody and their mom is going on vacation. I just want to go. I don't even think, like, I don't care about nothing else in life. I just want to go on vacation. And I've been saying this for the last 2 years. Like, I want to go on vacation. I need a vacation. I want to go on vacation. Like, December, I was trying to plan something. I was trying to do all this Airbnb. It was almost, I guess, crazy to me how me trying to plan it and sending stuff, and I guess he ain't take it serious, but then he goes on to a whole trip the next couple of months with somebody else. Maybe because she had the money, she was funding it, she did everything, but point blank period, honey child, I want to go on vacation. So her saying that to me just automatically was just like, sent me like, okay, with her boo, I'm jealous. I want to go on vacation with my man. Oh man, shit, can I get one? But it's all love. She is such a sweetheart. She is very, very kind. She always makes sure she's courteous. But long story short, she told me that he's going to be at my brother's house. Now, pause. Let me tell you about brother. Brother. Mom is like doing some type of program, nursing or something. And she be coming late because her program ends at a certain time. So, you know, brother be having to pick up nephew. Ciao. The brother is the mother's twin. And when I tell you, both of them is so fun. Like, she's beautiful, but he is so fun. So she was, and it's funny because when I first seen him, which was like 2-3 weeks ago, I had said to myself, I was like, okay, when he comes to my birthday party, or I hope that I have the opportunity to see him at my birthday party, you know, I'm just going to just, you know, hey, what's up? Is there, you know, blah, 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 right? But I was like, whatever, a couple weeks went by. I just completely forgot about it. Still in my plans because he is fine as fuck. But yeah, like, I was like, okay. She said, yes, I don't know. He's going to be at my brother's house this weekend. And my brother lives out this way. So, you know, she was saying like a whole other way. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm not really mad about you not being able to come. It just was just like that person, and then another person was like, yeah, this for yeah, we'll be there this Saturday. That's if she doesn't get in trouble. I'm like, it is a 4-year-old's birthday party. Like, you let your daughter fucking live. So what? She acting up in school. So what? She cussing out the teachers and smacking the kids. Who fucking cares? My daughter has a birthday party, and you should let your child come and stop being one of them parents. Karen, with your Karen ass. So long story short, I just feel like I don't know who's coming and who's not. I kind of feel bad. I feel a panic in my heart because, yeah, I don't know. I feel a panic in my heart because I'm like, who's going to show up, who's not. There's another people who were supposed to be coming, and their mom's birthday is actually the 31st. So, I mean, mom had dress, she combed out her dress, she got her hair cut, everything. So dad was like, oh, that's mom's birthday. But then I was like, oh, no, it's okay. He said, no, they'll be there. So I'm thinking, at first I was like, well, how are they going to be there? It's their mom's birthday. But I'm like, maybe he's going to take her out from 1 to 4 and somebody's going to bring the kids to the event. That's something that the kids they'll have something to do while him and mom are celebrating mom. So in my mind, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm like, I hope this thing turns out good for